These days, limitations for the aggravated in the Persian Peninsula and Asia. It called on all to turn out in the struggle for peace under the banner of the anti-war peace movement. The People for Civil Peace and Unification and Organization of South Korea held a 189th Peace and Government meeting before the building of the Ministry of National Defense on July the 31st. Japan's movement for reinvasion committed aloud it demanded the Ministry of National Defense put an immediate stop to all discussions on Japan's exercise of the right to collective self-defense. The Citizens Council of the Grandmothers of the Volunteers Corps South Korea held a press conference in Gwangju on July 6th and called for judging the Mitsubishi heavy industry of the enterprise of Japan, which is reducing the history of crime that it locked up a lot of Koreans in the past for slave labor. Russian media recently introduced the CCRK. Newspaper Farda, the Federal News Service, and the restaurant of the Communist Party of the Russian Federation had an account of visits with the CCRK by a report of the newspaper, reappearing in Class TV, illustrating the pictures of the full year Korean city and happy children and people in Korea. The media in their programs of different parties, the reality of the CCRK, literally economic sanctions and blockade of the youth and Syrians and their followers. And that's the end of the news read by Steve Thomas and Lee. This is Voice of Korea. The political document on Monday played a commentary on the pattern Korea Prado aimed at the working class Japan. The commentary said, concerning the August 15th joint event, which is promoted by non-governmental organizations in the North and the South, the South Korean Pacific authorities are now preparing to allow South Korean non-governmental organizations to counterattack, talking about activities and the like. At the same time, the instigated statement of the Ministry of Unification could perversely say that all principles allow political events. They also brought the joint event concerning the anniversary of the publication of the historic December 15th Joint Declaration as well, talking about exclusion of political principles and the like. They talk about depoliticization is nothing but a fallacy with no validity. It comes from their dishonest aims to avoid the August 15th Joint event. Public attention and expectation of foreign abroad are focused on by making any pretext and getting rid of the responsibility for the abortion. Very often, the South Korean authorities talk about so-called dialogue, but actually they are keeping the August 15th joint event from being held at a such a Korea pattern as a depoliticization. After all, they revealed that they talk about dialogue is nothing but a deception. Interesting.
Yes. Is that what you have been thinking too?
Yes, because we have a hi, Jeff.
Okay, hi.
Hi. Go ahead, sweetheart. Okay. Okay. When did you do last week? Illegal parking, but in the future that might not be a solution anymore.
So do you support this proposed rule of having a parking space first and then buying a car?
I do, because it seems to make logical sense to me, yes.
All right, and that's all the time we have for the first half hour. We'll be right back after this break, so do not go away.
Informed opinion and even debate. Find out what's got China talking on our roundtable discussion on Easy FM.
Welcome to Roundtable here on EGFM with me, Xiaohua, Mark, and Fuyang. And coming up in this show, more people are unwilling to go to alumni gatherings. Why is that? Also, robots are supposed to be replacing more human labors. Is your job in danger as well? 不光有恐婚的，还有恐惧参加同学会一族，这是为什么呢？另外呢，不光是工业，未来连服务业也会用机器人来取代人工，那我们该怎么办呢？ We will always want to hear from you on these topics being discussed on our show. Just send us a WeChat message. 我们的微信号是 EZFM Roundtable， 欢迎发微信参加话题讨论。You can also find us on 新浪微博 We are 轻松调频 Roundtable, and on podcast We are Roundtable 圆桌会议. And Draco shows us a picture describing exactly what Mark was talking about. Cars parked at a right angle on the pavement, almost entirely on the pavement.
Yes.
I think they're taking the pavement as a big parking lot.
But at the back of them, we can't see in that picture, Draco, but thanks for the picture. At the back, I mean, I'm guessing that you can probably still walk past there quite easily at the back of it.
No,
I think that, well, we can't see that in the picture, can we? But I mean, in the one that I sent you recently, Xiaohua, yeah, I mean, in that part of Beijing, in West Beijing, there's a kind of small raised pavement, isn't there? Further away from the road, but then there's the actual pavement, which is much wider. So in some parts of Beijing, there would still be the small raised pavement.
I see what you're talking about.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. And so this could work. Thanks, Draco. Yes, it explains it. And it proves that there's not an original idea in this world. So someone's already doing it. But it's, in some way, I don't know if that's legal parking or illegal parking, but in some way you have to think that it does show a certain understanding of the idea from other drivers. Because they've all done it in that picture that Draco sent. There must be 20 or 30 cars all parked like that. And you can see from that picture, yes, you can fit in far more cars like that in a length of street, let's say 100 meters long, than if they all parked end to end.
Yeah, as beautiful a picture it seems, okay, now I'm playing the pedestrian role now, I would be enraged because it's simply just taking up all the space that the walkers should be walking on, and I just feel that, on the Beijing streets, it's often like a battlefield. It's not only the drivers that are fighting for the next spot to get in that lane to race to the next destination, but it's also the pedestrians that we're fighting for even a place in the street to walk.
Well, I've never seen any pedestrians fighting. And you said that in that picture, large cars are blocking the pavement.
Yeah.
Well, how can you know that? Because you can't even see the back of the cars in that picture.
That is true, but judging from,
So how can you know
a
what...
Beijinger's conventional wisdom...
In other words, you're making it up as you go along.
No, because, our listeners are welcome to see new photos to prove my point that the pavements are only that wide. So if you fit a car in there diagonally, then vertically, actually, how can you fit a person in?
But then the thing is, right now, the war for parking space is so ugly that pedestrians no longer have the right to ask for their rights because, there is, okay, you're being sadly, yes, sadly, the pedestrians can move, right? They're movable creatures that can choose their own path. But the cars, they're a huge chunk of space taker, well, is that the word? And they have to be somewhere. You cannot stack them on as if they're blocked.
Yeah, so I think here comes a real big problem for city management because it's easy to tow cars, to find cars, but where are these cars going to be when we already see exponential growth in the number of car ownership in the last 5 years?
How about this for an idea? Instead of building an apartment block and selling the flats for 5 million kwai each, why not use that one as a multi-story car park? So what's funny about that? So that you wouldn't have to go more than 3 or 4 blocks in the city before you found a multi-story car park capable of holding thousands of cars. And you mentioned some mechanical thing or something. Well, you can get car parks like that. You drive your car in and it's scooped up like something out of Transformers and disappears, and hopefully